Hello students, we are discussing the chapter number 8 of the class 6. The name of this chapter is body movement. So in the previous class we had discussed about the body movement and we also classify them into the two types. But one, when we move our body parts, that is known as the body movement. Movement related to the when we move our body part. But when we move our whole body from one place to another place, that we known as the locomotions or the motions. Okay, so we discuss it in the last class and we also take the short descriptions of our skeleton systems. Skeleton was the internal framework of our body. Okay, that is known the bony framework, and we just classify in few groups like the skulls, like the shoulder bones, okay, and arms, ribs, and backbones. We classify them in a short description, but in today class we will be just explain them one by one in a briefly. Now we can start it from the our first part of our skeleton system. The name of it is skulls. So we all know that skull is the bony part of the head. It is the internal part of the head, and if you will be see that our skulls is generally made by the 22 bones. So first, if I show you the picture of our skulls in a 3D diagrams, then you will be get the better understanding. In this pictures, look at here. This is our skulls. Okay, so in the upper part of our skulls, this one upper part is generally made by the 8 bones. I am writing here the 8 bones are made in the upper part. 8 bones are present in upper part of our body. But student, you will be see the remain part of, yes students, if you will be see the remain part of our skulls like the our face, our jaw, nose, eye, all these other bones are made by the remaining 14 bones. So if you will be see the total number of bones are present 22. Okay, so out of the 22, 8 bones are present in our skulls, and that will be prevent our brain. We know that brain is generally made by the very soft tissue. It is very soft it is very soft organs. Okay, so it will be protect our brains. So if something will be hit on our head, so our bone of the skulls will be protect the brain. So you have to remember that it is a kind of protective organ. So all the skeletal system is a protective organs. This protects something or some internal organs. Now you will be see they also protect our sense systems or sense organs. Sense organs means like our eye, our nose, our ears. All these organs will also protected by our skulls. So you will be see the main functions of our skull is skull protect the brains, skull protect our sense organs like the eyes, ears and nose, and skulls give the shape to our head. It will give the shapes to our head. It will give the shape to our face. Okay, I think you know the nose is also made by the bone, so nose will also give the shape to our face. So I think you got the meaning of it. Now we will be discuss the second, backbone. Backbone, I think you all know that backbone is a kind of a bones which are present in our backside. Here you will be see this is the structure of backbone is given. Okay, and in the upside you will be see it is directly attached with our skulls, and in the lower part you will be see it is attached with our hip bones. So this is generally made by the small number of the bones, and these small bones is generally known as the vertebrae, and they are interlinked with the cartilage disc. If I show you the structure of this backbones in a 3D diagrams, then you will be get the better understanding. So in this pictures, just look at here. This is the 3D diagram of the our bone backbone. So in the backside or in the bottom you will be see these are directly attached with our hip bones. Okay, so this is the part of our hip bone, and upper part you will be see these are directly attached to our neck, and the structure of it you will be see these are generally made by the large number of the small bones, and these small bones is generally known as the, yes, what we call it, the vertebrae. And vertebrae is the small type of the bones. Okay, So these small bones is known as the vertebrae, BRAE, and this vertebrae is directly attached with the cartilage disc. Cartilage is a kind of the bones and which is very soft bones. Okay, so we will be discuss here what is the meaning of the cartilage. So you have to remember cartilage are help to fix these small bones and it will give the flexibility in our backbone. So we can easily bend out, we can easily move out because it is made by the large number of the vertebrae bones and it is consist by the cartilage. Cartilage is give the support to our backbones. Now you will be see in the top the head will be attached, in the back the hip will be attached of our backbone. And what are the function of backbone? Backbone provide the main support to our body. We can stand. Why? Because backbone will be support our body. We can support, or we can say backbones will be support to head at the tops. So head is supported by our backbone because it goes through our neck. Now the next you will be see the backbone is directly attached with our bones, ribs and the hip bones. So in the end this is directly attached with our hips. In the mid side this is directly attached with our bones, and what we say the ribs are also attached with this. Ribs means the chest bones. Chest bones are generally found in the circular form. If you will be see these are the rib cage. So this is directly attached with our backbone in the back side. And the fourth you will be see the backbone protect the spinal cord. Spinal cord is a nerve cells. Okay, so you have to remember nerve cells. What are the meaning of the nerve cell and what are the functions? It is a kind of the nerve cells which help to transmit the signals from our head to our other body parts. So what is the functions of the spinal cord? The spinal cord is a nerve cells which help or which will be transmit the signals from our head to the our body parts. Okay, if you will be touch the very hot substance, so definitely your mind will be get the informations this object or this substance is very hot. So how you get? Because your sense is working on theirs. Okay, so your cells will be transmit the signals through this spinal cord, and this spinal cord will be go through or run through this backbone. So inside this vertebrae there are a holes, so where this spinal cord will be present. If you will be see, so this is the one vertebrae of our backbones. You will be see there are the one vertebrae of our body. I will be draw it and you will be get the meanings. Okay, so this is the one vertebral board. Okay, this is you will be see, and this is the disc, cartilage disc, and it is generally attached with our spinal cords. Okay, so this is the hollow inside of it. So there a spinal cord will be fixed inside our backbone. So this will be help to transmit the signals in our whole body. So that are the major functions. Okay, so it is important part of our body. So I think you got the meaning of it. Now we will be more on the third part of our skeletal systems. The name of it, rib cage. Rib cage, as we know that these are the curved bones in our chest. If you will be see in these parts, this is the internal bones of our chest and they are found in the curved forms and in a circular forms. Okay, so they are directly attached with breast bones that are present in the front of our body, and they will be directly attached with our backbone as well. So you have to remember these are made by the around the 12 pair of the ribs. So how many? 12. So total number of around the 24 bones will be present. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So around 12 bones will be present here. 12 bones will be present here. So total number 24 ribs will be present in our chest, and that will be known as the rib cage. And why we using the cage? Because it is a kind of cage structure. If I show you the 3D structure of it, then you will be get the understanding. So this is the 3D structure of our rib cage, and they are directly attached with our front bones. This is known the breast bones, and with our back bones. Okay, so if you will be see, they are a kind of the cage, and they will be help to support, or they will be help to protect some internal organs of our body, because they are the hollow and they are the bony structures, and bone are very strong. Okay, so it will be protect our internals soft organs. And what kind of the organs? Like our hearts, our lungs, and our livers. Okay, so they are generally present in the inside of this rib cage. So they will be protected by our backbone. So you will be see the major function of our rib cage is rib cage protect the internal organs of the body such as hearts, lungs, and the liver. And another, rib cage take the part in our breathing movements. So when we breathe, so rib cage is also take a small movement. When we inhale the airs, so it will be expand, because the airs will be inhaled, so definitely our lungs will be increase their size, so they will also move out. Okay, so some kind of the motions you will be find in the rib cage, and that will be known as the diaphragm. Okay, so we discuss in the higher class, but you have to remember that how it is working and what are the major function of rib cage. Now we will be talk about the fourth, shoulder bones. So you have to remember the shoulder bones, as we know that these are attached on our shoulders, definitely. So on our shoulders it is consist, or it is made by the two bones, or we can say the two bones are present in our shoulders. One is the collar bones and another one is the shoulder blade. So if you will be see here, this horizontal bones is known as the collar bones, and that are present in our shoulders. And another you will be see where our hands bones will be attached, this is known the shoulder blade. Okay, if you have seen in the backside of your body, there are a shoulder blade will be present. Sometimes its structures is shown when a person is thin. Okay, so it is visible sometimes from the backside when a person is very thin, and it is known as the shoulder blades. Shoulder blade will be consist, or it will be help to attach with the our upper arm bones. So our upper arm bones will be directly attached with the shoulder blades. So you have to remember the upper arm fit into the socket of the shoulder blades and forming a ball and socket joints. So there a ball and socket joints will be formed. We will be discuss the different type of the joints in our body, and then we will be get how it is work. Okay, so now you have to remember the ball and socket joints is allow the complete or a circular motions in our body parts. When our body parts can be moved in a circular movements, then we will be called there are a ball and socket joint is present. Okay, so we will be discuss in the next टॉपिक जो भी हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक से डेफिनेटली इट इज अबाउट द जॉइंट्स. वी विल बी डिस्कस हियर विद द कंप्लीट डिस्क्रिप्शंस. नाउ द हियर यू विल बी सी द मेन फंक्शंस ऑफ आवर शोल्डर बोन्स. व्हाट आर द फंक्शंस? शोल्डर यानी कि द कॉलर बोन्स ऑफ द टू साइड्स neck keep our shoulder apart. So definitely our neck and shoulder has a kind of the gap. So this gap will be generally done by the collar bones. Okay, so it will be directly attached with our necks to our shoulders. Now the second you will be see the shoulder blade attach the arms to our body. Shoulder blades are generally attached with our body, and our arms is another part of our body, so they will be attached by the ball and socket joints. Okay, so it is both bones are present in our body parts. Now the third, the shoulder blades provide the site for the muscle attachments. So shoulder blades is also providing the help, or we can say providing the site. Sites means the providing some gaps for the muscles attachment, which move the arms, necks and upper part of our body. So it help in the movement of our arms, neck, upper part of our body, because it give the provide the site for the muscles attachments. Okay, so muscles will be attached on the our shoulder blades, and our shoulders, our back, our neck can easily move. Now students, we will be, I think you got the meaning of it. Now we will be discuss the fifth, hip bones. Hip bones. Hip bones form a large basis-shaped frames at the lower end of the backbones, to which the legs are attached. As you know that the hip bones are generally present the below of our stomachs, and it has a basin shape frames. So what is the meaning of basin shape frames? It allow to attach the leg bones at the bottom of this hip bones. So they have a basin shapes. The meaning of basin shapes, like the wash basins, I think you know that it is the hollow from the upside and it allow to the sink the waters at the bottom. So similarly, at the bottom parts you will be see it allowed to hold, or it allowed to joint the two bones at the bottoms, okay, and they are directly attached with the ball and socket joints. Okay, so we already know the ball and socket joints are those joints where allow the circular movement in our body parts. We know that our legs can be easily moved in a circular paths because there are a ball and socket joints are present. So you will be see these hip bones are generally not a single bones. It is not a single bones. It is made by a small group of the bones and they are completely fused together. Fused together means they are joined with a fixed joints. They cannot be moved. So hip bones is not a single bone. Okay, so you have to remember that it is a kind of group of the bones. They will be directly attached. They cannot be moved because there are a fixed joint are present. We will be discuss what are the fixed joints. The two bones, they will not be able to move. That will be known the fixed joints. Okay, we will be discuss here when we discuss the different type of the joint, but we have to remember fixed means the movement is not allowed. Now you will be see the important functions of our hips, like you know the hip bones supports and protect the lower organs of our body. As we know that in the lower part of our stomachs, definitely there are some internal organs as well as external organs are also present, like intestines, urinary bladders, internal sex organs. They are present in our hip bones, so definitely it will be protected by them. Hip bones attached to our leg to our body, so our leg is generally attached with our hip bones. Now the next is the functions of hip bones. It provide the sites for the attachment of the muscles that the moves legs, hips and the trunks. So motions of the body is allowed by the muscles, so it gives the site for the muscles attachment. So our muscles can be also attached on this bones, so due to our legs can be easily moved. So we will be discuss here when we will be complete explain it when we discuss the muscles movement. Okay, now you will be see the next bones of the hands. If you will be see, this is the structure of hand is given, and our hand is made by the three parts. One is the wrist, palm and the fingers. So wrist, as you know that there the two bones will be present. Okay, so in our lower arms, and in the wrist parts there are large number of the small veins will be present. They will be known as the carpals. Carpals is a group of the small number of bones. They will also allow a kind of the circular movement in our palms, in our wrist. And in our palm bones, these are known the metacarpals. Why we are calling the metacarpals? Because they have a long bones. This long bones will be known as the metacarpals, or sometimes we call the palm bones. Now the finger bones, as you know that these are the very small fingers, the small bones, and that will be known as the phalanges. Okay, and we know that our wrist is a flexible. Our wrist can be moved in the any directions. It can be moved in a circular path. Why? Because it is consist by the very small number of the bones, large number of the small bones, so they allow a kind of the motions. We will be discuss here what is known this type of the motions. Okay, so now we can move on the next, the cartilage. So cartilage, you have to remember, it is a kind of the soft bones. Soft bones, B-O-N-E. I am right here bones. Okay, so soft bones is known as the cartilage, and we know that in our neck, in our nose, they are generally made by the kind of cartilage. Okay, they are generally made by a soft bones. If you will be see this our ears, Okay, this ear parts is generally made by the soft bones, and this soft bone is known as the cartilage. So cartilage is also a bones, but it is a very soft. It can be moved, it can be bent out, it will not be break down. This upper part is known the pinna. You know, it contains the cartilage. It is very soft. It can be moved. It can be bent. The lower part of our ears, that is known the earlobes, they have no cartilage. It has only some muscles. It has only some liquid part. It has not any, yes, bones. Okay, so you have to remember, cartilage is a kind of the elastic bones and the softer bones. It can be easily moved, and they are present in our neck, in our nose, in our ears, and other parts is also in our some internal organs. There is also present this cartilage bones. Now the cartilage is present in the pinnae of ears. This pinna of ears is generally made by the cartilage. Cartilage is also found in our nose, end of the nose. Cartilage is also found in the end of the bones where they meet one another. Okay, that is known as the joint. So at the joint, cartilage is also fine. We know that cartilage was present in our backbones. Okay, so it was helped to move our backbones. The reason is because the cartilage is a soft bones, so our vertebrae can easily move because it is generally made by the cartilage. The next you will be see the cartilage is also present between the vertebrae of the backbone. Okay, so I already discussed it. So now you get the meaning of it. So in the next video or in the next class, we will be discuss the joint of the body. So I think you got the meaning. If you have any doubt, students, you can ask. So thank you, students.